Welcome back, everyone, to the smartest year ever, our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. My name is Gordy, and I was just wondering, what's the deal with the Michelin Man, and what does he have to do with restaurants? Give me 5 minutes, maybe you can work this into a conversation today. Also, like and subscribe so you can keep up. I do this every single day. He's not made of marshmallows or inner tubes even, not made of pasta. You know, he's made of tires, as you may have guessed. The Michelin Man's real name is Bibendum, in French, Bibendum. And he's been around since 1894, making him one of the world's oldest corporate mascots. He was born when French tire makers Édouard and André Michelin spotted a stack of tires at a trade fair and joked, "Man, that would make a fine man if it had arms." Sounds like these guys are a little bit bored at the old pre-car tire trade fair. A few years later, they hired cartoonist Marius Roussillon, who went by O Gallop, and to bring that idea to life. And the result was unlike anything else in advertising. The first Bibendum looked less cuddly and more like a creepy, obese Victorian mummy. And these early versions are just hilarious, right? Yeah, it's a guy in the suit, right? He's just like, "Hey, what? Nothing to see here. It's just me, the Michelin Man, Leave me alone, kid. Come on. Ash out." And some of them are a bit scary, I would say, right? And he wore these pince-nez glasses, and that means pinched nose. In French, he smoked cigars, and he hoisted a goblet of nails and broken glass, boasting that Michelin tires could drink up the road hazards. Look at that. Here we go, right? The slogan came straight from Latin, nunc est bibendum, meaning now is the time to drink. Hence the name Bibendum. Like, hey, these are great tires. You don't even have to worry about any problems on the road. Drink up. Drink. Come on. Drink. Come on. Drink. Our tires are good. Drink. And tires back then were off-white, not black. Natural rubber is pale, almost ivory. If you ever seen rubber trees, you can see that they're dripping this white latex. And it wasn't until the 1910s that manufacturers actually began mixing in carbon black, which strengthened the rubber and it made it last longer. And that's where you get the black rubber from. So the Michelin Man stayed white, not because he's a ghost or a marshmallow, I was going to say mushroom, but because he's historically accurate. Over the decades, Bibendum slimmed down, he quit smoking, thank God, and he lost his creepy smile. And today he's a cheerful, cartoonish, ageless mascot guy. But he's still unmistakably a walking stack of vintage tires. But what about those restaurant stars, right? Well, about 6 years after his debut, Michelin published something entirely different, a travel guide. In 1900, France had fewer than 3,000 cars, so Michelin gave drivers a free handbook with maps, tire repair tips, and crucially, lists of places to eat and sleep. And the more people drove, the more tires they'd wear out. So yeah, keep driving, go see this place. It was brilliant marketing disguised as hospitality. It reminds me of my Guinness Book of World Records episode. Go check that one out. And the guide's restaurant section became so popular that by 1926, Michelin began sending out anonymous inspectors. In 1931, they formalized the star rating system. So 1 star meant a very good restaurant. 2 was like, hey, that's worth a detour. And 3 is worth a special journey. And just like that, a tire company became the global authority on fine dining. It's that kind of irony that marketing departments absolutely dream of. The same brand that makes semi-truck tires also decides which chef gets the culinary equivalent of an Olympic gold medal. Even the word bib or bib, like the Bib Gourmand award, is given to restaurants with exceptional food at reasonable prices. So kind of a little bit of a wink back to old Bibendum, the old rubber monster himself. So there you have it. The Michelin Man isn't a random blob of tires. He's the face of a century-long story about innovation, marketing, and maybe the best corporate rebrand in history, from rubber to roux. Bibendum's been keeping people rolling and dining since 1894. Go check out my sources, for the love of God. Let me know what you think of all this. leave me a comment, rate, like, subscribe, follow, share this with someone. I'd really appreciate it. Go check out my short version I do of all of these. That condensed clip you can find at Smartest Year Ever on social media. And in the meantime, stay curious and stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. I will see you tomorrow in the Smartest Year Ever.